think I need to charge my phone. Give me 1 second. Focus on me. We're back to our regularly scheduled program. Mickey Mouse Club content. We like your dream. Telling you to subscribe. My name is Odi and this is odytv. So you guys, today we're talking about an TV movie. And if it looks like I'm sleepy, that's probably because I am. The movie we're talking about today is called Plight.
The light so shine that it will disperse the darkness behind us.
The baby shall be called Chinedu.
What is it?
This has never happened in the history of this community.
It's about this couple, Ndubisi and Noma. They have 5 kids, right? Then suddenly on the last child's naming ceremony, the child dies. So it's pretty much about a vow made on good intentions, which turned out to be the bane of a mother. Now, actually, I feel like you know by now that the mother in question is Noma. So the cast of the movie includes Esther Okorie, Sam Dede, Sasha Donald, Nkechi, Jazzy Oke, Franca Brown. Okay, let's get into it. Pros. I actually enjoyed this movie. The movie storyline was really interesting. Not 100% original, because if you had watched like enough old Nollywood, you would see this kind of plots somehow, somewhere, a lot of times actually. So the storyline is not 100% original, but I liked the way they told the story, and I liked the delivery of the story, and the cast members were really good. It was really good to see Franca Brown. And initially, I'm not even going to lie, because I didn't read the synopsis of this movie going forward, so I initially thought that it was Franca Brown. I mean, that was because of all this misfortune that was happening. But I was like, okay, Franca Brown's character is Norma's mom, so why would she want her grandchildren to die? I know this is kind of like, that was kind of like bad of me, because, you know, Franca Brown was like a juju person back in the day, in old Nollywood, or in her movies. I'm not saying she's actually a juju person in real life, but it was really nice to see her. She actually looks really good. Like, she still brought the A game. And also it was good to see Sam Dede. If you guys remember Sam Dede, he was in Isakaba 1, 2, 3, 4. Was it only 4 parts of Isakaba? He was in this very, very popular traditional movie with Genevieve. I cannot remember the name for some weird reason. And he didn't really have to do a lot of acting, because the whole movie really relied on Norma's performance. The actress, that played Norma, her performance. And let me tell you something, guys. Sorry. She did a very good job. Like, man, I've never seen this lady before. This Esther Okorie. I have not seen her before in the movie, and this woman acted she did a very, very good job, in my opinion. Like, she acted the shit out of this character. The crying was on point. The whole everything was,
it gives me, I think they call it endorphins.
You guys know how much I love when the actors are realistic. They act realistically. Like, this movie actually took me back a few years to old Nollywood times, and I feel like that's a good thing. In not like how Ebere the movie Ebere took me back. I didn't like that kind of taking back, but this one did a good job. And I also like the camera movement of this, the way the director handled the camera movement of this film. Like, there's this scene in the beginning during the naming ceremony when everybody was still jubilating, and if you focus, you the viewer, you focus on Norma at the background, you will see the moment she realized that her child was dead. And that was something I really like, because even though we were looking at the dancers dancing, our attention somehow was still drawn to Norma. Cheta's character was supposed to be the comedic relief in this movie, because this movie was very, very heavy on the emotions. Like, it is emotionally demanding, kind of like Faith Beyond Faith, but I think it's more emotionally demanding than Faith Beyond Faith, because I'm never going to lie to you, I had headache after watching this film. I liked the way the Dibia really shut down some practices that used to happen a lot in all Nollywood movies. I don't know if it happens in real life now, where if the woman was, you know, in all this, if the woman maybe was caught doing something bad, all the women in the community would now like chase her with palm fronds leaf and chase her into the evil forest. Now they try to do this to Norma, but DB are like, nope, this is 2020. We don't do that shit anymore. Okay. So I liked that about that whole situation. I didn't really dislike a lot of things about it, except for at a point there's this phrase that Cheta kept on saying. At first, the way she was saying it, and the whole animated way she was saying it, it was funny, but at a point it that kind of became redundant and annoying. Like, okay, we get it, shut up. This movie was kind of long. There was this sweet spot it got to. I was like, man, if this movie ended here, to be perfect. But I guess, you know, we have to have a happily ever after. It still ended in a good way, but I wasn't really, we've seen a lot of happily ever after endings before, you know. Sometimes Nigerian audiences like to cater to people because they like happily ever after, and they don't really like to do the, you know, the whole, man, fuck this, I'm going to give everybody a unhappily ever after ending, like people just die, like how they should have done in Game of Thrones, instead of giving that stupid end, right? I don't know how I got into Game of Thrones from here. And there's this speech that the DBI gave at the end, and she was doing incantations and rites on Norma's head, and she was just like, live life, of what life is to be lived. I'm like, Dibia, I don't need this from you. You're not a motivational speaker. The movie was actually interesting. It was a good watch. I think I'll rate this movie a solid 8.5 over 10. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for sticking around. If you have not subscribed, it's time to subscribe. Hit the little bell called subscribe button so you can know when I post something. And also don't forget to give me a thumbs up and comment what you think you have watched the movie. And yeah, that's all I have for you today. Thank you. Bye.